All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with just a quick epistle, I guess some current news concerning our nation and the judgment thereof, man. So we're here to warn you, so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Latino, as well as you speckled bird Israelites that don't look like that it's time to repent. Call upon Yahweh, repent to Yahweh and his only begotten son. Name is Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man, because evil times are coming. So your boy Faison, if y'all know who Faison is, Big Worm from Friday. I guess that's his most famous role. Been in some other stuff, the Elf movie. But I've been watching the brother via different podcasts throughout these years. Maybe within the last 10 years, he's been on a few podcasts and he's been talking, cash money. He's been up there prideful, puffed up, feet kicked up. You know what I mean? Now, Cat Williams is his he ain't really that funny no more. You know what I mean? He's losing his salt, but Cat Williams definitely was funny. You know, when he first came out, those first maybe one, two, three, four, about like five comedy specials he had was pretty legendary, man. And Faison was hating, talking about the brother wasn't funny. Come on, man. And Cat fired him up. You like you've never even done a special, man. All right, so the whole point being is that our people are very prideful. They're very puffed up. These celebrities is a pet peeve of mine, man. Every brother prophesying part, every brother has his own pet peeves through the spirit of Pop Yahbashim Shah. Different things that they see through the spirit that really gets under their skin. Like the elder Matazakbar in the Carolinas, man. You know how he's constantly doing those videos about scoffing ass Israelites, basically, man, or just scoffing ass people. He'll find you quick through the spirit of Payabashim Shah, and that epistle going up daily. Almost I think he finds somebody through the spirit every day, almost, that's scoffing or saying some outlandish stuff, man. I don't like these celebrities through the spirit. So it says, and also just moving with the spirit of wisdom, being prudent, as Apostle Rahal says a lot, man. Hey, yo, if at all possible, pay your damn bills, man. Okay, now we ain't finna be moving out here fearing these people, okay, and be freaking out if we're not able to, but we want to try to take care of the business, man, into this great tribulation, so we don't be put in the way of Esau Edom. But that is the whole purpose of us serving the Lord, and he will protect us. He'll either give us the resources to pay Esau, or he'll hide us from Esau Edom, unlike these two individuals, what I'm finna talk about real brief. So it says, Faison Love claimed he's too broke to pay child support before contempt of court arrest. So that's what he's arrested for, not paying child support. Now, I'm not saying that that's right, because we do know that whole system of child support is wicked. I'm currently on that system. All right, but the whole point is you supposed to be rich and famous. Let you tell it, because I seen you talking cash money throughout these years, man. Talking about Cat Williams' comedy skills, like you so funny. Like, I ain't saying the brother wasn't funny in certain movies, but you ain't got nothing on Cat Williams, bro, especially when it comes to doing stand-up, because you've never done one. So it says, Faison Love told a judge he's unemployed and can't pay the massive child support bill in a paternity case connected to his recent arrest. TMZ has learned, and he had got arrested for something prior to this. Your girl Taraji P, and Vivica Fox, the whole crew, man, they come with this spirit of entitlement, of complaining about how much money they weren't getting paid on these movies, how much they don't get compensated. Girl, stop. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. You rich, you famous, man. Let you tell it, or at least you famous. All right, that's a lot more than any of us got. You can make more in a single movie production than most Israelites can make an entire year, maybe even 2, maybe even 3. So we don't want to hear that shit for you Israelites that sold out. How'd you get in that movie? I don't want to hear this. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your sob story that Yahweh Shema Shah doesn't want to hear. You have received these benefits and have not known Yahweh Shema Shah. It was all fun and games when Faison, because that Elf movie, he praises that Elf movie. See, that's a Esau Edom type of, movie. Friday was, a Jake movie. So he was, I think that's his highest grossing movie when he was in that Elf movie. He praises that, man. You wasn't coming in the fear of the Lord at no point in time, especially when you got that movie role in that Elf movie, man. You was puffed up, high on your horse, making good money, enjoying the fruits of your vanity. Same thing with you women all throughout the 90s and all these movies. All the whole cast to set it off, right? Them women. Shit, Queen Latifah, come to find out you a funny girl. You like girls, man. Hey, the Lord gonna judge you, all you celebrities, man, because I got a problem with, Israelites receiving these benefits and have not known Yahweh Shema Shah. I'm gonna ask you niggas through the spirit of power Yahweh Shema Shah, what captivity are you in when we get out of here? What captivity were you in? So that's the real judgment, is the coming everlasting shame upon you Israelites, man. I've been meditating on that because I'm telling you, even with our women, mostly specifically for them, I believe they so wicked, this damn judgment ain't gonna be enough. Now I trust in Yahweh Shema Shah's power to humble a person, but I'm just saying this woman's so wicked. I don't think she's able to comprehend, pain and judgment, man. She gonna have to have that everlasting shame. She gonna have to see her nation in all their glory, and she be brought back, and then remember, oh, I blew it. Right at the end, I blew it. So we gotta remember that. But about that everlasting shame, that's some real judgment there, man. If you can receive that. But it says, yeah, so he's saying he's broke. Says Faison filed documents earlier this year in his legal dispute with Tiffany Lee, claiming he couldn't scourge up the $250,000. What is that? He owes her, man. Again, that's a whole nother topic. Eve's wickedness and this whole child support, Esau, Edom, and Eve thing, man. Come on. It says the actor said he's barely made any money recently, and we don't know if he's lying just to get out of this situation. Now, I don't know the last time he did an interview. I know he be getting paid during those interviews. It's probably the only thing he probably has made money. Maybe some residuals from some of these movies. But you know how Jake is. You know the philosophies of Babylon the Great. Spin, spin, spin. Overindulge, overindulge. You know what I mean? Let's get the biggest house that we can barely afford if they give us money. Let's not get the modest type house, right? Let's go above our means. It says, in the docs obtained by TMZ, Faison claimed the highest gross income he earned over the last 5 years is a paltry $13,000, and he said his income for last year was zero. He could be lying, or this could be how it really is. 'Tis the season that the Lord is taking away you celebrities' money, man. I'm like, this is getting crazy, guys. I thought y'all was, now there's a lot worse than Faison. He kind of what you would call a CB, a B at best, definitely C-list celebrity. No offense, my boy. You know what I mean? But we ain't really heard you really, popping out since Friday like that, man. Like, where you been, boy? To be prideful like that. But that's the whole point. This guy's arrested and he don't have no money, but he's been walking around this earth. I'm telling you, I've been watching them videos. Like, I had not recently. He hasn't had one. But the Vlad interviews and shit like that, Art of Dialogue, he might. I don't think Art got. I like Art. He just been talking shit, man. And then we'll go to your girl. Let me see. Your girl Juicy. Now this was kind of old. Let me see. Yeah, I think this happened because I had saw the article. Let's see. Yeah, kind of. So Miss Juicy. I don't really know the girl too well. I know she be all throughout Atlanta, and she be on those little shows and they be acting a fool. Now I don't watch that. I've been in a relationship, not relationship, but prior to me coming into the truth, I was with a girl that she used to watch like Housewives and the Little Show. I don't know what all these freaking reality shows are called, but I do know Juicy is a quote unquote celebrity. So same thing with her. Again, we want to be prudent. We want to if we can pay our bills, man, we want to do that. But ultimately, this comes from lack of fear towards Yahweh Shema Shai, which is gonna produce a lack of obedience, man. So you're not gonna keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So the Lord is gonna give you over to a wicked mind. So you're gonna sell your soul, quote unquote, high, you know what I mean? Whatever that entails to get that money and that fame. And then here in these last days, like the prophets are warning you, the Lord is going to take it away. That's why we're not supposed to trust in Esau, Edom, all right, and his resources. Trust in Yahweh Shema Shah. Yes, money is a defense, but you're not supposed to love money. You're not supposed to love fame, because there is such thing as righteous fame. Malak Yahweh Shah has that. He had it when he was doing all the miracles. I was just rereading, Malachi Hawashai historical account of his work and his sacrifice. Yeah, they was all on the roof tearing the roof off. Yeah. It's just I read that. Yeah, they tearing the roof off trying to get to Malachi Hawashai, man. He was very famous in them same people. Right? His same people, right, that saw him do the miracles. Some were healed by him. Turn their back on him. Not, you know what I mean? Some of you freaking Israelites, man, that tore down a roof to see him and be healed, to have your family members healed by Malachi Hawashai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, then pointed your finger and said, yes, don't worry about it, Pilate, we got it. Let his blood be upon us. That's what y'all said. I just reread that. It's on my spirit. It says Miss Juicy got emotional while speaking to cops after her arrest for driving on a suspended license. And that's the whole point of why they're getting arrested. You see what I'm saying? This all entails about the economy. If they had it, I guarantee you they would have paid it. So I mean, when they say they broke, my boy, they probably really is broke. You know what I'm saying? When you can't afford to pay your license, man, and you a so-called celebrity, that's something that should be taken care of, because you stay traveling, man. All right. Or maybe you just so puffed up you think you're invincible. Whatever it is, this is the spirit on the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They're not coming in to fear Yahweh Shema Shah. And it says, crying while handcuffed in the back of a squad car. She wasn't crying on that show. Matter of fact, man, where was she at? Where was she at, man? Dang. I'm gonna find you. Nothing major, but just show you the difference, man. Oh man, dressed as a nurse. I can't even find the video, of course. I just had it. Here we go.
You can't just walk the walk. You gotta talk the talk. And the world know that Miss Juicy, baby, got the best spit game in the house.
I don't know what that means, my boy, but like I say, it wasn't that bad. But what I am observing is the spirit of pride upon her. Now, when she got arrested, do you think she was doing all that stretch forth neck rolling that she was just doing, and that and that batting of them eyes? Nah, man. I'm finna say the scriptures. The news articles say that she was crying. All right, crying while handcuffed in the back of a squad car, and you see it all in police body cam footage, and you can check it out. There's no need for me to bring it out, but that's pretty much the point, man. You got two celebrities here recently arrested about money issues, money woes, because truth be told, like you know what I mean. You will probably being a celebrity, having a little bit of fame, being on national TV, because that was a popular ass show Lil Mama was on. I know it. I don't even know the name of it. Little, I don't know. Something, man. And look at her, man. She got a damn asthma pump, and that's the thing. We understand reincarnation, so I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. If you a little person, man, that's judgment from Yahweh Shema Hawashai, man, for your past transgressions. It is what it is, man. But the thing about these little people, and I had no idea until I was watching them shows with old girl, because I haven't really ran into a lot of little people in real life on planet Earth. The only time that I really saw little people like as a whole, like, you know, was via on TV on some of these celebrity shows. And you already know there's no difference between a 5'8" out of order woman of our nation and a 2 foot whatever 3'5". That's a little short, but you know, I don't know how tall them folks is, man. 3 foot whatever. They're talking more shit. They're just as whored out. They just as, you know, fighting all in the club as anybody else wicked of our nation. Therefore, you know, the Lord is not a respect of persons, little people. You too already been judged by Yahweh Shema Shai. Why wouldn't you be on this earth, man? Because the earth will have sympathy towards you if you meek. You see, ain't no sympathy. There's no, you know, there was no sympathy towards you, Juicy, was it? They locked you up just like you was a 6 foot nigga. This is what we're trying to warn our people. This is the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is the exposing season, man, of all this bullshit, man. All right, all you Israelites been out here puffed up, acting like you got money. Again, they talking about Mayweather. Here's a whole bunch of stuff. Come on, man. Let's be honest. We ain't never had nothing via our captivity, so I understand. I'm not finna come like I ain't Jake. We ain't never had nothing. So when we get money, we gon' spend it. It is, you know, I get that for sure. I get that. Hell, like we can't take it with us. I'm more with like spending a little bit of money than I am trying to save, but we can't take it with us. We're gonna spoil these people anyway. But the whole point is you can't be receiving these resources from the Lord, guys, and we gonna tell you. Daily bread, it starts there. You're receiving, hey, by the time you wake up, man, and you leave your house, you best to have said, hey, the water how about Shema Shah for something. All right, because soon as you step foot out there, you're in danger of not being thankful. You're in danger of being puffed up. Pride goes before destruction, and that is what's happening to these Israelites, man. This is an example, and the Lord got us on our watchtower watching all of these things, man. So we see our people getting arrested via money woes. That is the whole point of the epistle. It is the money woe. It is the crunch of Babylon the Great. Why Faison can't get a job, and he's saying he broke and he behind on his child support 250 rand. Boy, they may send you to the chain gang for that. Boy, you don't know how Esau, Edom, and Eve is in cahoots right now. Boy, you may be in the chain gang, not financially taking. I ain't finna say the brother ain't doing that, but you know, because you know Eve wicked. But I'm saying for you to be puffed up like that, prideful on them interviews, talking about my boy Cat. Brother was very funny, especially Green Suit Cat, that black shirt, Cat Williams with the tiger and speaker joke. Yeah. He was going off, man. Them last maybe 3-4 stand-ups Cat done. It ain't it. Cat done lost his salt. He getting old. You know what I'm saying? And he getting ready to be judged too. He can get up on here talking that I'm exposing stuff all he want. Boy, you wicked just like everybody else. Boy, you was rich and famous just like everybody else, boy. you better come out here and prophesy. You know, teach y'all about Shema Shah. That's the only way, Cat. Cat, because you know Cat got that. What they say, that real nigga in him, that you know, he got that good Jake spirit of you know, telling it like it is, but he ain't fooling the prophets of Yahweh Hashem and Hawashah. Nah, not at all. Nah, not at all. We don't trust you. Boy, you famous. I don't care if you talking about you is doing your own, you put your own money for your specials, boy. You getting millions and millions of dollars. We'll let you tell it. That's what you said. Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and to lose his own soul? And it's been exposed, man, that celebrities, there's levels to it. Who are you Israelites to buck up against what we're saying through the Spirit? Let me ask you something. Bone Thug, man, hold on, man. This epistle might go. This epistle might go a little longer. Bone Thug, how you spell Ouija board? Y'all ever heard that? Oh, it's O with a O. Ouija story. Yeah, so you know, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I like to use this as an example of the depths of wickedness, because it's like, how can you tell us about what the elites are doing in relation to adrenochrome and these the Bohemian Grove activities? How you gonna tell us that that's a conspiracy theorist if you, as a so-called black or brown person, not even willing to touch your finger or dip your toe in the wickedness by playing with a Ouija board. You see, when I grew up, you remember Candyman or Bloody Mary. All right, that was like, man, especially the movie Candyman. You would say his name 3 times in the mirror. I might say this for another epistle, man. I am. I'll save that for another epistle, man, and I'll leave a couple precepts about this money and our people. But the Lord said the grinding shall cease, man, in these last days, meaning there's not going to be work for Babylon the Great, and that's ultimately preparing the people to have to take the MOTB spoken of in the book of Revelation. So we'll bring it out daily if need be. Revelation 13 and 16. So Juicy, Faison Love, they gonna end up taking it because they broke, and he caused of all, both small and great. Hey, look at that. You can look at that stature wise. You got a big ass nigga, all right, and you got a little ass woman of our nation. Guess what? They both gonna be microchipped if they don't repent. I can't confirm nor deny. We just, hey, we put on as a hopeful elect, and if we put on like that, then we see other people that ain't dressed like us, and I ain't talking about physically. I mean spiritually. And he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So again, man, rich and poor, everybody's gonna have to take the mark, man, except the Lord's hopeful elect. They gonna trust in the Lord, and the Lord is gonna lift up a standard and protect them and glorify them while getting his glory. Okay, so we just gotta remember that, man. These things are coming. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. So it's so many precepts. Let's go. Let's do 13, man. 13 and 7. There is that maketh himself rich. So yeah, your ability to act, your ability to go do an interview, turn into another character, turn into bit worm. You know what I mean? Where my bud at, fool? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? You was able to make yourself rich via a slight talent, I guess, to be a pretender. Yet, because that's what I believe an actor is, and you're a pretender, dude. There's art, there's theater, man. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, you're a pretender. Yet hath nothing. So there's people that are rich, and through they think themselves to have everything. If you want us, the Israelite, we're gonna tell you that you have nothing without Yahweh Shema Shai. There is that making himself poor. Now that's likened unto the Lord's hopeful elect, taking a load, because we got them same talents too. We can dribble a ball and dunk. We can act, we can rap and produce music, whatever it is, utilize our brain to build, shit, Jay, is hey, we the salt of the earth. But the Lord has put the spirit upon us to take the load, deny ourselves, don't be like the world, don't follow a multitude to do evil, and be a podcaster, because that's going into the next epistle. Make himself poor, yet have great riches. And those great riches is first and foremost the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the fear of the Lord. Unlearned individual won't take that because they don't see the like the physical blessings that comes with the wisdom. We understand our treasures are stored up in heaven, man. And again, if you're not of the Lord's, you don't care nothing about that. You care about what you see right in front of you. Therefore, you're going to, quote unquote, sell your soul. You're going to, trust in riches. Matter of fact, Proverbs 11 and 28. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall. So they're falling, all these celebrities, and I mean all of them, the entire NBA, and that goes for the former players. They're gonna fall. But the righteous shall flourish as a branch, man. So we're flourishing already, and the world will see the full strength of that flourishment, if that's the right word. When Malak Yahweh Shai beams us up, give us those new bodies, and we rule with Malak Yahweh Shai with a rod of iron. So that's what's waiting for the hopeful elect if we don't crash out, don't sell our souls like these celebrities, man, because Yahweh Shema Shai seems to be on their behind. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.